Welcome everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I am Monster to Mermaid and this is Minecraft. This is Minecraft with a lot of mods, more than 80 mods to make it challenging. That's what we're going to do. We're making it challenging. I played this morning super early. This is Tuesday. And on Tuesday, I'm going to change my view. On Tuesday, I play 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And so here I am. And this is the afternoon. Twitch this morning was interesting. We did some things. If I go here, you can see I have some things on me that are leftovers of different things. One of them we can do something about. Let's do something about two of them right now and find a stash box, which is sitting right here. And we're going to put the extras of these away. Those were things that came from restaurants or from people who had been eating and they had a bunch of bowls on them. So we're putting those away. The other thing that I have in my hand is one of Atticus's gold pickaxes that he takes with him. Yay! Everyone is tucked in. That he takes with him when he goes to the Nether as a, remember when you go to the Nether, you have to have gold on. And so when he goes to the Nether, he takes he takes a gold pickaxe. He doesn't take a gold sword. And because we're trying to get away from weaponry. And so in a box behind Amanda's workstation, we have some pieces here. See this one right here? And this should make a whole, this should make an entirely brand new. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. And let's look here for a second and see. These are all waiting for pieces that have less to them. I don't think you can do anything with flint and steel. We're just holding on to it for now. We'll see what we want to do with it later. But right now we can take this and give it back to her right there. And look, see how many bowls she has? So we're just making sure for right now that we're taking bowls when we see them, and we can put them in a stash. The nearest stash to here is on this side. And we can go here and look. We're walking through Calvin's sifting plant. And no, I didn't save them. That's right, I remember now. Yes, we'll come down to the fishery. We have a port, a scrub, a platform that is working at the fishery right here. And near that platform, look at that ship. Near this platform, we have a stash box that we can put here. We do have couriers, Gale, and I don't think we have, oh yeah, we have Lane. And so this is a level 4. Actually like the way the level 4 looks with those things there, and I think I'm just going to keep it like that. If we do, then we're going to have to take down this wall and make it a glass wall. So this is just so that they can see. Is that actually? I didn't think that was, but it is. Wow. Okay. That is actually pane that we've got here. So let's put in these glass parts. Uh-oh, I just lost that stash box. Luckily, it wasn't the one that I put the stuff in. So we can come here and put in, it's much harder with pain, which is why we're doing it while everyone's asleep. And I'm going to float so that I'm actually above the water line there. And then let's put this in. One, nope. 1, 2, and nope. It wants to do that. There we go. Take that away and put this one. I'm not putting it in the right place. That's interesting. 1. And should I do it from, maybe I should do it from the side of this. Let's do that. That didn't put it there. That's curious. There we go. Okay, I needed to put it in that area. So if we're not going to have this, we can move that. And then they can see right here. And we have too many on top right here. So we're going to take these two away, and this should still work as a way to get in and out. And it does. So far we're not having a problem with the fact that we have a way for them to get out right here. On the other side is water if they're in a suit. And it would be lovely to have a suit here. And I think that's what I would do. Let's do armor stand. Let's do an armor stand here. And let's do one on this side right here. We're going to have that one face catty corner. And on those suits, I want to put diving suits. So a helmet, it would probably leather is what we should use. And I think I'm going to dye them. So let's get 2 of these. And these, I think I can put 2. Nope, can't. And 2 of these. And we're going to have to put these here for a second. I'm putting them on, and take them down and put them there. All right. Let's put these 2 things up for a second. I'm going to cough. I'm actually just drinking water at the moment. 2, and then boots. Leather. And we need 2 pairs of boots. And dye. And I want black. That should be enough. All right, and so now I'll have to find some place to work on this. Some place that has what I need. It is sunrise, and people are going to start going to get something to eat. Here's something else that we're working on.
What can I do for you?
See this right here? This annoys me. So I have a solution for this, and we're going to use it right now, and that is, we're putting one, oops, we have to put it here, where she's decided to stand, but we'll put it there as soon as she leaves. Okay. No, it's still doing, something's changed. Okay. I wasn't having as much trouble getting that piece on there as I am right now, and I'm not quite sure why. But let's take this and see what's happening there. It's almost as though... So I updated Minecolonies, and it looks as though something's changed. I was absolutely not having that kind of problem before. So,
need something?
Yes, I need you to go away. And let's come here and recall her. And then let's come here. Look at this. See this right here? It wasn't doing that before. And this is new. That it's not making a flat piece. Oh, no. I apologize. See, I'm so quick to blame things. And I am completely in the wrong. And I apologize to everyone for that. And I need this to come here. I'm sorry about that. That is my mistake. I have done that a lot, where I begin to create a story about something before I have all the facts. And that's a bad thing to get into. I don't like it in myself. And I'm trying to be better at doing that. This is what I wanted to do, but I need to do it with a panel, not with a pane, which is what I was doing, and that's why it wasn't working and why I couldn't figure it out. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of times, that's 9 times out of 10, some of the things that seem to be not working are actually because I've overlooked something. And that's actually really good, that most things are working, and that I think I would even dare to say that everything is working in the world. There are a couple things still that I have to check. One of the ones was that the concrete mixers weren't mixing any concrete. So we'll see if something's changed in regards to that. Right now I'm looking for this right here, and let's do dye. I don't know where it needs to be, but there it is. So we've got one of those. Why don't we just put this here and leave it? We've got one of those. I have too many pairs of pants, so I'm not going to dye all of them. There's that. Do you hear someone working? That's someone actually working, which is really cool. And there we are. So these pieces are dyed. If I wanted to, which I could request these things from the warehouse. And because I am more and more doing this, how many did we use? We had 11, so we only used 8. Let's go to the warehouse for a minute and let's get the materials that we just used. I get into the habit of using my resources when Arnaaluk, which is the name of the city, is quite capable of taking care of itself. So let's look for armor, leather. And so we've got tons of boots.
Thank you for this amazing colony.
So we can look for the boots and take them. Now with the boots, I'm going to do the boots first. When we do find the boots, you notice that we have a ton of them right here, and they're all way too messed up. So I'm going to try something here and take out how many I think it'll take to make 2 pairs of boots. Let's go upstairs for a minute. because there's a table up here in the warehouse. So let's come here, and we've got that and that and that. Let's see how many it takes. That, that, and that. One more, and there we go. So there's one pair of boots that we got. And then let's go, and we can put this away. I'm taking this stuff back from the fact that I just made it from my own resources, and I'm taking it back. Where did I get those boots from? Is there a closet open here? No, then that means I got them from someplace here, but nope, we're not going to find them. Have to go back and look for them again. But so it only took a row of boots, boot scraps to make a boot. So let's come to here and get boots again. And we have a fair amount of these. And so we're just going to do it again. We're going to take 9 of them and make a pair of boots. Let me see if I can find them this time. I didn't really sort, and I thought I found them downstairs here. But this is what happens. Things get moved around very quickly. Ah, there they are. There's the red box, and there they are. Perfect. Right next door. So we don't have to take so many. Here's a pair right here, and this pair, and maybe this pair should make the full set. Ah, just took one. And so I can put this pair of boots back and put this pair of boots back in here. I really need to take all of these and do something with them. Let's go back down. Let's see if we can find leather and figure out how much we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to, let's sort. That way everything's going to be in the right place. In the same place, not the right place, the same place. A-T-H-E-R. And look what we've got. So we've got more than enough leather to do that. And is it here or is it upstairs? It looks like, once again, it is upstairs. Let's go up. And there they are. So let's just take 64 for a minute and go down the aisle here. Or is it on the other side? It might be on the other side. It is. Okay, so pants are, these are pants. So 1, 2, and that takes care of that. And then a shirt is this. 1, 2, and then helmet is that. Nope, pants. Oh yeah, the other part is missing. Take this away, take this away. And we've got 2 of, oops, took too many away. And 2 of these. So these are all the things I just got. And so we'll take this part here, all of this, and put this back. And so that takes care. So that left 24 out of 64 that I used. So I'm just going to, I could put it in, I don't think there's one up here. We have apartment buildings on this side, and on this side we were thinking about putting a scrub in, but the submarine is right down below for the concrete mixer, and we didn't want to have any accidents on this side, and so we've decided not to. However, every once in a while I think I should have one right here at the top because it is the top, and that way they can actually get things. There are a lot of heavy things up here. See these things? And so the scrubs would actually help with that. And I think I'm going to do that. So let me think. I only need for the platform to be here. I'm going to hold on to that for a second. I just need to bring this down. And let's come here. Let's go to here. Let's do Aquatica. Aquatica. And here we are. And select. Let's go to storage. Let's go to Courier's Hut. Let's go to D, level 5, and let's turn this around. It's facing the wrong way. And we want this to be inside and that to be outside, sitting right there. And that should put it exactly where it needs to be. And then let us do assign a builder, and there we are. So when we're ready, we will assign River or Lionel to work on that. Meanwhile, let's go back down. That'll also give us a place to stash upstairs, which would be good. And that works for me. In the meantime, let's put this in here. Let's put this right here. In the inventory, right there. Let's put this back. And let me see what I have on me. If I have anything else. The slime ball is for the frogs. The leads are for the frogs and the bears. And we're going to do some research, so we still need that, I believe. And the debug, we just hold on to. I've got a tag tool, and I'm going to do something about it as soon as I get rid of what I've got on me. And so let's go this way. I've got these diving suits, and I want to put them over here. So we're just going to walk through. This is the road to the graveyard. It is also the hotel is in this area. And because the graveyard is in the pyramid, in a restored pyramid. So the hotel is here with the attractions, I guess you would say, the places that people can come see, the ship, the sunken ship, the two pyramids, the graveyard pyramid, and the ancient pyramid beyond it. And then down this hallway is housing. These are beyond this guard tower are the Witch Hazel apartments, and there are two buildings for the Witch Hazel apartments, which are right here. Now I'm not sure why. There she goes. I'm not sure why they're not getting something to eat. There's definitely food provided for them.
If you say so.
Yes, Journey, I do. So, but I'm not actually sure what's troubling them, why they're not going and getting it. So we'll find out. We'll go over and look at Mauricio and see what he has to say for himself. Mauricio is, and there we go. So there's one diving suit, and over here we'll put another diving suit here. And there. chest. Okay, and so now that we did that, these have been put there. They don't exist anymore. So there we have that. This is the fishery, so having those suits there is good. And for both the fishers as well as the couriers who pick up stuff from here. And it is after midnight. And let's go back into the city. There's one other leftover business from this morning that I have, and that is, I don't think I've tagged any of the chairs in Monroe's new restaurant in the farm country. So I'm going to have to go. I'm saying farm country like we're on land, the farm corridors. So I'm going to have to go and check and see if those chairs have actually been, are actually available for them to use. I know these are, and we'll just look at them for a second. So we're right here, and we can shift here and look. And then if we go into the other room, we can see all the sit tags for all the chairs. Now we're still using Mixasa and Matlam's chairs that they designed for this building that they designed, but we are using tables, different tables, modded tables, so we can actually put something on the tables. And upstairs we still have the chairs up here that they had. We still have the big cake. It's a party. And so that takes care of that restaurant. Now we're going down the hall, back down the hall. We could check on Lionel, but I think he is okay for right now. I'm going to check for a minute and see. Today, earlier today on Twitch, what we did was we removed an amount of sand and an amount of gravel from an amount of white dye from the warehouse, and we used those materials to make concrete, except we didn't make it. We put it on the ship and sent it to one of the other cities for them to make concrete, so that we could give it to our builders, because something's going on with our concrete mixers. We'll see what happens now. I see concrete. Yay! They're making concrete again. Yay, team. Thank you. Minecolonies devs. Excellent. Let's go and check on Kendra. That's Juan. So we'll go and check on Kendra. She has one of the other concrete mixers, and then we'll check on Cadence. Cadence was the one where it was first noticed, and I just thought that maybe it was our ecology not being brought up to date. But when they weren't making any concrete, yay team, excellent, then I knew that it was probably something that got glitched. And so, yay, I'm so happy that's working. So let's come down this hallway. We're headed for the farm country. I'm saying that like it's country. We're headed for the farm corridors. And this is one of our people here. She's not getting on top. If I see her getting on top of this, then I will put up the blind for that. But right now it doesn't seem like she's doing it. Yeah, interesting. Here is the direct route. Oops, just have to be careful of traffic on the train. We're going to the new restaurant. which is a modified level 2 urban birch restaurant. And we used the shell and the kitchen for it to create this restaurant. We changed the windows, and we this morning added this painting, and we added the new floors to give it a warmer look for the fact that it's a diner, and I very much like that. However, did we mark the chairs? So let me check. Here, not a one. There's not a single chair marked in here. So let me look and see. I think this is going to mark them as seats. So let's come here. Sure enough. Now I have to do it this way because I want them to sit correctly. And I have a feeling that it does make a difference. See that right there? See, he's sitting properly? It does make a difference where you are, and maybe it doesn't, but I'm going to do it like this just to make sure. And then this chair here, let's have them, I'm sitting in the chair. Let's rise up here and let's have them sit. Oh, okay, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm hitting the right instead of hitting the left. So there's that one. Let's put one there. And then facing this way, this one, and this one. And come over here. And let's move to there and there. And this one, we definitely want facing that way. And there we have it. So we have everybody sitting. I'm going to put the tag tool away so that I don't lose it. I can give Monroe the bowls. Monroe, who are you feeding? Who are you sitting with? Look at everybody sitting here together.
Can I help you?
Azrael is waiting for some food. Zane, they're all sitting in the single seat in the restaurant. You know, guys, there are more than that one seat. She's got enough food for everyone, so they should be okay. Rayon, she isn't complaining. Wow. But Azrael is.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I know what you want. And there goes
What can I do for you?
Brentley, and Brentley is a sugar farmer, and he's also complaining.
Good to see you.
Let me look at Brentley. See, Brentley's dad is right next door, and his brother, I'm not sure if Harry Jones is actually the other restaurant now who took over for Monroe, or whether it is, I'm not sure. We'll have to look. But Elsa is also a farmer, so all of their family are farmers. And while Rayansh is working with the dairy, this is level 2 right here. Hold on. And I forgot, this is backwards. So the level A is down. Oh, whoa. Okay, I put the glass in the wrong place here. And so the glass got removed. So let me do glass. We're just going to do reinforced glass here. And I'm just going to put the first piece right here. Here comes one of the guards. Then we can take this part down and put this part here. And of course, I'm on the wrong side. So let me do that. And there we are. So that's outside of the build now. And that should keep it from being washed, taken away every time. And let's come in here This is a level 2. We're going to have Alana. I don't know. It's almost as though Hallie is tired of doing farms and she wants to do something else. Because even with her having the stuff, let's look here for a minute. Let's see if she's finished. We're going to Elsa's farm, and sure enough, Hallie just finished the field level 3. So we now have an upstairs for this field. Dun, 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 dun. And we also can make this field the full width. Right here you notice a row. She's a row out. And then we were supposed to be putting something on the top of these fields. I don't know just yet. Let's have her do this field here. Except we're not. We're going to have Elena do it. Yes, we're actually changing the person. And
Good to see you.
yeah, what do you want? You know you could go to Corinne and get what you want. She's got kelp in her hand. Interesting. Let's come down to the building and let's have... Oh, we don't have to go that way. We can go that way, but we're not going to go that way. Let's go walk through on the roads, or I should say through the corridor. Look at everybody. Hey. So Elena is going to start working on that field, and we're going to have Hallie work on this. So come right here, go down to A, and get Hallie to work on it. She might be bored with working on farms. And so this is a residence 2. I think I would like the 3, and then I'll have her work on the apartments. It would be nice to get some people into apartments here, but right now I think I want to... Nah. Nope. We're going to do it this way. The reason we are is because I actually really need... let's have Hallie work on these. Build the building. Yes. Okay. And this one. I need some people living here. Manage housing. Build the building. Hallie is going to build this. And let's come here to C. C to shining C. Build options. Hallie is the builder. Build the building. And now, did I do the D? And cancel build. Okay. And then have this done. Build options. Hallie is going to be the builder. And this will be the polished diorite that we have tons of, so we don't have to worry about that. And upgrade the building. So once she's done, we can at least have some people live here. You saw that Monroe lives here. We can have Rayansh is in a partnership with hi Hallie, is in a partnership with Nova, and they have kids. They have either 2 or 3 kids, and so yes, what is it? You ate. You
So
still
what will it
need
be for you?
some things delivered. You still have bowls. I'm gonna take them away for a minute as an acknowledgement.
What's it today then?
And yeah, you too. She is feeding
So what will it
you
be for you?
stuff. I see you have a diamond. Let me look here. And you have bowls too. So that's the thing. They're eating soup. And I think they want something more. And that's the kind of thing that we're talking about. So the bowls, do I have a stash here? I thought I did, but I don't think so. I don't have a druid here yet. A peace druid here yet. So we'll wait on that. Hi. It does look like we should have a stash here, doesn't it? I think so. And electricity, we don't have electricity. Interesting. So we need two things here. In this area right here, that looks like a post office, because it's the mail for this building, the azalea. Why don't we put a stash right next to here? And so let's get stash. There we go. And we're going to put this in right there. And that way I can put this in there. Let's come to... It's nighttime. Everyone went to bed. Power. Let's do a generator. So a stash, let's do this so we can see what materials. So a stash is interesting. Cornered birch, crated birch. So it's just birch planks. Those are chipped birch planks. It's just planks and 2 chests and one of the build tools. Let's go to one of the places and we'll make that. Also, I need a generator and I need coal. So why don't we go down the hall? I'm just gonna walk down the hall for a moment. We're leaving the Azalea apartments. Those are the Spirit apartments there. Right here, these are the Sakura apartments, the Sakura Botanical Garden. And over here, let's look at this. These are the pastures. These are the first pastures. This is the Skyrus apartment building. And let me look here. What's going on with you?
Do you need something?
Raphael, are you okay? You're not eating. But he's not unhappy.
Yes? What is it?
I will work on it. Okay. He does have a stool. He does have books. Let's cut through. Because we're actually going this way. We're going to turn to the left. This is Greta, our environmentalist. We have 2 of them. This is a house where 2 people live. Another house here, but no one's living here. There's no mat outside the door. And this is the warehouse in the second makers area right here. And so what we needed was planks. So let's come here. Oh, planks. Look at this. There aren't any here. Okay. So we could actually have some brought here. Let's do oak. Plank. P-L-A-N-K. And let's request 9, a row of 9. Let's see if we can get 9. 1. All right, see, it's being... Oh, there isn't any made. Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna make some. And then chests. Let's do chests and see if there are any. Let's request 1 chest. And that's going to be delivered. Let's request another. So we definitely have chest, and then we have a builder's tool. So we're going to take those materials out of the warehouse because we're going to make, we had already made a stash box. So that is for the stash box that we've made. And then the other thing that we're going to make, let's look here, is a generator. And the generator, we're going to make a black one. and it's a light stove and black dye. And the light stove, let's look for a light stove for a minute. This is a light stove, Mr. Crayfish. And how do you make it? It is ingot, glass, and 6 redstone. So 12 ingot, 1 glass, 6 redstone. So let's go in here and let's look for 6 redstone, D-S-T-O-N-E. And we've got plenty of redstone, so we can get 6. Redstone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gives us that. Ingot, we needed 12. There's 11. Let's sort the place and see if there's any more. Sort, and let's look again for ingot, I-N-G, and there's 2 more somewhere, so let's see where they are. There they are. So we will get 1, and that gives us the 12, and then we need a piece of glass, and let's see if there's any here. There might not be. Inventory, yes. Glass, yes. And there isn't any. Now this is interesting. Let's have glass brought here. Let's see how many we can have. Let's look at glass and see how much glass we have in the warehouse. We don't have any. See that there? We don't have any glass in the warehouse. This is interesting. So that part is going to be made. And this part right here, why don't we keep it here until we know, where did I get that from? I might have had that on me from some other things. And then here, let's get coal. Let's see how much coal we have, C-O-A-L. And we have enough, good. Here it is. We're going to make a block of coal. And let's see if we have, I don't think we do. We'd have to have way more than that to make a block of coal. But let's see how many blocks we can make with this. I thought I had one. It might be in here. I see the trash. Do I have? Yes, I do. Okay, so it's in the, yeah, we still have so much to build still. Right here, let me change for a minute. No one's around. It's the middle of the night. And let's go to Game Survivor. So now I have hearts, and let's come here. Let's see how many of these we can make with this. There's 1. Gives us 14. And that gives us 21. That's fine. 21 is enough. Let's keep that there. And we can put the rest of the coal back in the warehouse. I think we got it from here, but a lot of times when we, oh, it's still there. Yay. Okay. So we have plenty of copper. We could repair, but I'm just going to leave them for right now. We still have some people who might need stone. We are going to have some new farmers later, and we'll check on that. So it's sunrise. Let me look and see what we've got going on. So we know that Elena and Hallie have new projects. And let's see, let's come up here. Lionel, Case, Danny, I don't see anything done here. So let's come down here. Lionel finished And then he started work on the residence again. So Lionel's working on one of the apartment buildings too, like Hallie is. Hallie finished and she's working on the new apartment. River finished building the Universal. Yay! She's building the submarine, the Cruise Submarine, which is really cool. And let's look, and I think that is everyone right now. I'm gonna have to look at the guys, Danny and Case, and see what they're doing. Yay! And there is Steffi.
You are so wise.
There's Greta. Greta's coming to get something to eat. It's breakfast time, and most people are going to eat. I'm going to check and make sure that Steffi does not have, no, she is not stuffing full, but look at how many of these she has. 1, 2, 3. So she just needs 3 of those. Kimchi's, here we go again. So let's take 1, 2, 3.
I'm waiting for something.
And everything else seems to be within range.
It's the courier.
And we now have a fridge here. We can put those 5 teas away, and the rest can go back to the warehouse. Is she holding? No, she's not. There's wood here,
I had to have a
so
proper
she should
meal
be
in
okay.
days.
These are full. And does she have one on her?
Good to see you.
Usually they do, and she does, so she's fine. Look at what she's got. She's got muffins.
What a
She's
great
serving
colony to be a part of.
hot muffins. Aww, gosh, Danny, that was great. Thank you, Danny. Are you stuck, woman? Are you stuck, Greta? Is she stuck or is she dancing? I think she's actually stuck. I can't do anything about it. Oh, yes, I can. I do have something. Let me come here. Let me get one of these for a second. Let me take this down. Up. And there she goes. Okay. I was going to take that decoration away, but I think it's okay. Nope, not that box. This box. So we'll put those there to go back. Let's see if we've got eggplant. Yay! And those were from the other warehouse. We requested them. We're still trying to get some things from the other warehouse so that it's not always full. And so let me see if they have any cabbage. Not a one. So we can actually request cabbage. However, we have a bunch of things requested here right now. So we'll wait until these are 1, 2, 3. 3 from 9. Okay, so cabbage. So we can request 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to request the full 9 and see if we get it. And there it is, and you can see it's being delivered from the other warehouse because there is none here. And we'll have that be what's going on with you.
So, what'll it be for
Harry? Okay, so this is Harry Chown. Harry Chown is a courier. That means that Harry Jones is the other restaurant owner, which is really interesting. So his entire family are farmers, sugar farmers and field farmers, produce farmers, and he's become a restaurant owner. He was working as a fitness trainer, and that would be funny if his family was like, is that what you're going to do with the rest of your life? You're just going to, play. But it's more than that. It was Zio actually wanting to have kids, him being in love with Zio, them being a couple for a long time, until Zio decided that she wanted to have children, and he did not. And that happens sometimes. So she started a relationship with Danny, and Danny and Zio have
Great to see you.
together. Hi. What's going on here? Cancel this. And let's see. I want him to ask for it again. We'll get him to ask for that again. That's Case. He's working on a project. Let's come over here and let's see if Danny is
Fine
doing
afternoon,
the same
isn't it?
thing. Look at the muffins everybody has. Cancel. And let's see. Yeah. See that?
Perfect.
So we actually did, like I said, a huge trade. We actually paid with saddles this morning for the work done to get the concrete. But the concrete materials came from our warehouses and were loaded on the actual boats, ships, the submarines, and then brought back after it was turned into concrete. So, and it just had to be loaded on one of our concrete submarines, which is fine. So someone doesn't have something to do. I think it might be Lionel or Richard. Lionel does, because he's working on that new apartment building over here. And that apartment building has all these apartments. So in the same way we got Hallie to be working. What you doing? Oh yeah, you do. Okay, you don't have a stool though. Let me do that. So yeah. I need a guard tower. There is a guard tower in the area that I can go to. It is right down there. You can see it from the outside. This guard tower right here. And this guard tower belongs to Elaine, Elaine, and she has not decided on what kind of style she has. She also doesn't have her glass done yet, and this is a problem. So we're going to do her glass, but in order to do her glass, I need to come down here and change into a mermaid. So I'm saying the spell. I have a spell that changes me. Let's come up here and let's just fix this for a minute. So we're using Chipped. Chipped has given us back clear glass, and we're going to use Chipped clear glass right here, the leaded cleared glass, to replace Chroma Hill's vanilla red glass. I don't want red here. This is actually, there we go. This is actually a place where I think I'm going to have to change the day-night on this maybe. I think I'm turning those on, and I should be turning them off. It's daytime, so we'll see. That one's okay. Okay. Those might have day-night switches on them, so I'll look at them a little bit later. Well, that didn't change, so no. Those are just on permanently then. I thought they might have day-night switches, but it's okay. I have to get this so that I don't wash away the carpet downstairs or right here, which I've done. Where is that hook? I didn't wash that away. Ah, this is what I washed away. Yeah, I washed that away in one of the other druid stations. Now these druid stations are specific. They can see above the water line and below the water line. And that is of great importance for us, particularly because there are now, yeah, see that one went on. There are now flying dungeons. And so the skeletons are capable of flying. And since they are, we actually have to make sure that we have somebody looking at the sky. Yes, we have treaties with them, but this helps the people who live here feel more comfortable. See, you can see the other, one of the other guard towers down there, and you can see it looks like it already has clear glass. You can just barely see red peeking out from behind that glacier where the moon is coming up. Just to see the moon come up in these is so glorious. I love it. And so, yeah, we're doing stuff for all of them. Now, this is the quarters, the living quarters here. I'm going to take this away. We can put this on the other side somewhere, maybe. I'm not going to take that away. Do I care about this? I don't think so. Or I could put it here. Let's see what I want to do. Right here, we're going to put in a wardrobe. We're just going to go ahead and put in an oak wardrobe here. And there, and then put the chest back. Put this chest on top. And we've got that part. Let's take this away. We'll look at the carpets and see what we want to put. And we'll look at this. We're not going to have those two. So let's come here. I need oak. And I don't need these for a second. Let's go to beds for a second. Let's find oak beds. These are all oak. And let's say that she's gonna have gray also. She could have brown. That's oak. Let's do oak and brown. Let's do books. Let's do oak right here. It should be right here. We can do one of these. Let's do lamps. And we're going to do one of adorns. Lamps. Why don't we do the red one right here? Let's see how big that lamp is. Put that there. Put this here. Put the lamp. Oops. Oops. That is a lamp. Oh, it's not going to work because of the feet. It's not going to look like a lamp. Those are Macaw's furniture. Let's get Macaw's lamps. One of Macaw's lamps. Those are Paladins. Paladins work okay. But we would need Macaw's here. And I think these are going to be big. I think they are. But let's look for a second and see how big this is. Yeah, see, I don't want it to be that big, but I don't want it to be frilly. And that's how we ended up with Mr. Crayfish and putting energy into these places. There's oak, and let's get red. Put on the red light. I'm not seeing There it is. That's dark oak. Let's see what the dark oak looks like on here. And it looks like that. None of these are working today. I don't like any of these. Oh, it's Paladin. No. OMP. No, the one that worked really well was Mr. Crayfish's actual lamps that need electricity. So we can use them. And there's a red one there. And we'll put this one right there. See that? Perfect. Let's move this. Where did we put the energy the last time? I think we put the energy up on top. We can put energy somewhere in this area. There it is. We put it right here. So let's do energy generator. So this is our second generator that we're making. So that's another 12 and another piece, and then the coal. I think we even have coal on us. Let's split the coal here and let's turn this on, put this coal in, and then we need a wrench, and the wrench, WR, there it is. We'll have to see how it's made. Let's come to here. WREN. And it is string and 3 iron and leather. That's going to be okay. String, 3 iron and leather. And so we've got this here, and we can come down to here and connect. Actually, I would rather connect it to a switch. So let's get a switch, WIT, SWAT, IT, a switch. This is a switch, this is a light switch, this is a Mr. Crayfish, that's Paladins, but this isn't for the electricity right here. Let's put it right there, and let's connect that to this, and then this to that. And now that will turn on the light. Perfect. Turn on the red light. Okay, and then in this corner, let's do 2 things. Let's look at, let's hold on to this. Let's put the wrench here for a second, and the light switch. Let me see what the light switch needs. It's WIT. The light switch is iron and 3. Okay, that's very interesting. Let's do a stool or a chair. Let's do a chair, and let's think that the chair is going to be at a desk. This is spruce. Let's use the spruce chair. And then over here where this is, let's actually make this a desk. I'm going to take the flower away for right now. It's a shame we can't have both. I could if I took away this chest, but let me see what I want to do with the desk for a second. Desk. Do I want to do this oak? We could do this desk. So that's the table part, and that's this. And see how we like it. So this part here, and that part there. Okay, let's change the chair out. And let's make the chair oak. That'll make it lighter. And we'll do that. Put that right there. And that works for us. And then we have this. And what are we putting here? Are we going to put just books? And there needs to be a light, maybe? Or is this light bright enough? This is for reading at bed. Over here, what do we want to put? Lamp. I don't think we have any. Oh, we do have that one. This bamboo lamp is the only hanging lamp that you can turn off and on, other than the fans. The sconces are too big. They're the wrong form factor, and they're just too monstrous. I don't think you can turn off dawn of time, and that's a floor lamp. That's not a lamp on a table. And why don't we do this? Why don't we put in, like we did with the other, we're going to put in shelf of books right here. Let's get this right here. Just take one of these and put that there. So if we put that there like that, yeah, we can put it up there, but then we can't put anything below it. I wish, but that continues to be my wish. I can just have the desk not have anything on it and actually put something there to make that look more finished. And I guess I can do that. Let's find something that we like. It's red in the room. I could do red or I can do wood, and we'll see in a moment which one I want. That's dark oak and I don't want those. Let's see what the red looks like. So see, it would look like that. So that's the shelf, and that's how we have it being right there. And I suppose what we could do, I do understand that, but I'm going to give her, since she can't put anything on here, her books are here, we could actually give her like a tree or something, but she wouldn't have it there. She's saying no. Let's give her a carpet. I'll just do a carpet for a minute. 3, don't get rid of that. This can go back. I don't think I like that. And carpet. So with chipped, we have some more colors. Putting in a red or something would be okay. Let's do woven, or let's do, there's one of them that has, the knitted is actually okay. Rectangle. Let's see which one. That's rectangle. And that's that. That's not what I'm looking for. That's interesting. And that's a piece of that. So I didn't get it. Oh, okay. I think it needs to say bordered. I want the bordered one. So let me find harsh quilted, cornered. That's the one we want. We want cornered. There we go. And that gives us a little bit of a pattern on there. We can go upstairs. We've got this here. I don't want anything up here, actually. We can do the same that we've done for the others and give her some things up here. Give her a different chair here. we are using the the high back chairs in this area so that there is some comfortable seating. And I like doing that. Her things downstairs are brown. Let's do a brown chair here. There we go. And then books, if she's going to have that. Yep, there it goes. If she's going to have that, why don't we go ahead and do, I should have waited before taking that away, and I could have maybe gotten it to stay there while I put the other one there, but let's look at think books. Okay. How interesting. I want to do the chiseled. We're going to do the chiseled bookcase. And let me come back into here and get this and this. And let's see. Now the chiseled, no, we can't. I want to try something. So let's come here and get books. Let's get one of Macaw's bookshelves. So downstairs we're using those. We can use one of these here, which I think will actually be fun. Let's put that in. Let's put this on top. No. No. Let's see if I can do it from here. It's not letting me. Let me get up above it. Let me drink something. Hi. It's just water. And I need to put something down on the floor. Let's put this down. Right where I'm standing. Let's see if I can stand on top of this. No, I can't get up. I can't get it. I can't get it on top. Can I get on top of this seat? All right, let's take this away. Put this here. And I still can't get up. Will this let in? Ooh, how interesting. Look at that. Let's take those two away for a second so I can get to here. There it is. Oh, and it doesn't show. Fascinating. Okay. So let's take that away. Let's put that in, and then let's put this on top. This, and yeah, we don't have the invisible one. I wish I did. Okay. These are slabs. Yes, they are. Put that there. And then take this away. And then come to here and put the chair back. Right here like this. And then let's get books for a second. What do I not need? I don't need these and this. And save the rest. And let's take some books. I've got something in my hand. Ah. Okay, we'll do that like that. And so, what was here? I don't think anything was here. Oh, look at the sun coming. Oh, it's going down. Neat. Okay. With the desk, the pickle's gonna go away, but it's okay. Right here, we can put in stuff like we've done for others, and we need a desk here. She's just going to have the same desk in both places. So we're going to put this desk up here as well. And so right here is this part of the desk, and over here is this looks like it should have some kind of, wow, the moon is rising and everyone is tucked in. We're going to put this right here. And do we want to have the clutch there? Or do we want to have it here, sitting this way, facing this way? Right here on some special equipment. So let's look at generators. Let's look at, so this is what a generator looks like. Again, I need these two. Stoves, those are stoves there. Let me look at this stove for a second, right here, and see if it looks like equipment. It does look like equipment, but it does look like a stove. So let's make that go away. Let's go to redstone, and let's get something that looks like equipment. And why don't we just go ahead and get either the crafter or the sticky piston. Let's see what the crafter looks like. Nope. This is actually Chroma Hills. This piece right here. And there we go. And then on top of that, we're going to put the lever. And let me see if I can put it right there. Sure enough. And there we have it. And I like that. For that, this is for her looking. And then this switch is for doing something else, raising this up. There might be weapons of mass destruction. And then here, let's give her, I'm actually going to put her coffee, put a coffee cup right here. Nope, mug, cup. And she's gonna have one of her own, and we're going to set it right there, on there. And then over here, we're going to do, we can do the microwave and the sink and the counter. And I think I'm going to do, let's do stripped oak, and let's do stripped oak. Stripped, okay. Let's do stripped oak, Paladin stripped oak countertop. Let's do this, and that's really all that we need. Okay, so in this corner, no. Right here in the middle, we'll put that, and on both sides, we'll have that. We already have a cup down, and so all we need is a microwave. A microwave. Why don't we put it here? CRO. We might as well use Mr. Crayfish's since we actually have power here. And a wrench. Did I put a wrench somewhere? I didn't yet. Let's put a wrench in this drawer. And what I'm going to do is remove all of these materials from the warehouse that we're using for these different things. So there is our generator, and we'll just bring it over to the microwave, and it is plugged in. And then right here we can put the wrench in there, and that takes care of that part. If we wanted, we could have some dishes or something. I don't want to turn on the water because when you do, then the water stays, and I don't want it filled with water. But the water does go on. And now I need a stool in this area right here. And I think we're going to make a difference here. We're going to put in the Valhalsia stool, which looks like that. I don't think it can be sideways the way the other ones can. Nah. So it's just going to be there. And if she needs to get into the drawer, she moves it over. And that's what we've got up here. Does she need something snuggly? If she does, it would be a pillow or a blanket or something like that. We don't have those kinds of things that we can put like a pillow on the chair or something like that. We don't have that. So we'll just have to accept the fact that this is as comfortable as we can make it for her. We could, if you want, to give her back that little place that she has. We can do another one of these right here and give her back her plant. So let me see what I've got on me. I've got one of these, this, this, this. This and this can go back, and I don't have it. So potted, P-O-T. Now, I think I'm going to give her something different. P-O-T. I'm going to give her Dawn of Time, or yeah, Dawn of Time. Dawn of Time. One of Dawn of Time's plants. This potted camellia is really pretty. We always like this. The Ikebana is very pretty. And the potted pink geranium is actually pretty too. The levers, we've used them. We'll put them away. Put all of this away. And and put that away. Okay. So let's see which one we like best. We could have the geranium sitting there. That's pretty. Or we could have this sitting there. That looks kind of like what was there already. And I think I like that. Or she's a druid. We could have an actual tree. And that the camellias, that is really pretty, and they're really pretty as trees and as bushes. So we're going to have her have that. This is Elaine here. Let's go back upstairs for a second. I need this and this. Come down, and there she is. And we're going to take this out. Now when we do this, we have to do it really quickly so that we don't lose that. And we didn't. Yay! And then put this here. And we've got that. And then over here, we've started doing this. We've started removing this area right here so that they can have an actual chair. sitting there, and the chair is upstairs right here. We're going to put one of these down right next to here, and that takes care of that. Everything else is hers, and yeah, she's got stuff. And the book. All right, do I want this to go over to the wall? Of course I do. Can I make this do something different? I don't think I can. Oh, I know how. So let's bring this here. There, that did it. Yay! Okay. And so we've got that sitting there, that light fixture, and I'm okay with that. And this big monster right here, and that there. Do I dare bring this up? If I bring it up, that's what I thought. Shoot. All right. I just washed away things that can't be replaced. Oh, whew. Thank goodness it didn't wash away. Yay, thank you. All right, so that's fine, and that's fine, and we're good. We're good here. If we wanted, I know, it's so cool, the vanilla one. You can have that. You don't have to have these other mods. Just in Minecolonies alone, you can have that computer sitting on that desk, and it looks so cool. But we're going to use one of Mr. Crayfish's computers, and we're going to put it there. And there it is. And we're going to turn it on, which means we need a wrench. Oh, yeah. There was a, there. I couldn't see it. A frame, an item frame, an invisible item frame. Let me get the wrench from here. And I had one on me, I know. And let's do this, and let's come all the way down to here, and
I can't work like that.
this in. And there we go. All right, so that's plugged in. We can put the wrench here for right now. We'll put the wrench in there, and let's look at what I have on me. I don't need these. I don't need any of these. And this is an end rod. What happened to that piece? It's still there. So these are things that we made that we still need to get the materials for. And we'll look at that momentarily. I want to see something here. Danny started working on the other courier. He finished building the one, and it's now a level 4. If I'm not mistaken, now he's working on the other level 4. Let's look up here and see. Hallie is working, and I think River is the one who actually doesn't have anything to do, and River's down here. So we can look at the submarine. Yay! Now this is the cruise line that we're making, and she does not have anything to do. We're coming down here. It's daytime. Spencer seems to be satisfied. He is not complaining. Lionel's not complaining.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too. Look what's happening. Yahoo! It's working again. Yay! They're making terracotta, and they're making concrete, and yay. See? Andesite. See, there's the black concrete recipe, and it's there, and the dye has been requested, and everything. And he just got delivered something. Let's come over here. And she's not complaining even. This is wonderful. Let's come in here and look. She has way too much. 1, 2, 3, 4 kimchis. She only needs 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 spicy eggplants. And she now has 3, and everything else seems to be okay. She doesn't have an overload of tea. She has enough of those, and those, and those. So let me see in the fridge. Now she has a 64 of this, so this goes away. Let me put this up here. Let's bring these down and see if she needs refills of these things right here. So let's come here. We just refilled, and she still only has 3. So we'll leave that. The spicy we refilled, and she still only has 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, that's some bad weather we're having today.
And the tea she doesn't need, and it looks like she just got another. And the rice, she actually can have this. She only has 2 rices. We'll give her that. The tea is going here in the fridge, and then this is going over to the stash. And so that it goes back to the warehouse. And there we are. Yes. So let's come through. This is what is the Aquatica player house that we are using as the cruise line. This is the cruise line submarine. So instead of taking an above the water ship, there is this cruise line that allows travelers, tourists, and people who want to have a pleasure cruise to take this. I haven't changed this yet, and of course this is Aquatica, so it's leaking. We'll fix that in a little bit. What we did add was another door right here, and that door is there on this side, and on this side we've got some seating right here. I would like this door to come to here, but then we'll put this like this, and I think that'll work. And then that one opens up. Why is there water in here? I just stepped into a water box. Hold on. See that water box? Sponge. This is full of water. Oh. Okay. Where's the water coming from? That is interesting. Let's put this here. So we have 2 places where water is coming from. No, they're gone now. Okay, good. All right. So this one this way. I don't know that I like that. Can I do anything here? Let me bring this and put this here, and let's see what we can do. So we put this here, it opens this way, and then it closes that. We put this here, that opens that way, and then we can close that back. Put this here, this opens this way. Okay, let's look at this. This is opening this way. There's nothing we can do about that. So this one's good. And now it's time for her. Now this is the dining car. This is the car we're going to use as the dining car. So like the sleeping car, it's going to have windows. We're going to put windows all along here, and we're going to put windows all along here. So this is the car where they come to eat. And where are they getting the food from? I don't know yet. I think they're bringing it, and I want to see. So see how we have this in-between part right here? We might make this the kitchen area like in an airline, where they have that space and they do stuff in that space. I think that's what we're going to do here. Have microwaves and have things for them to create food, and that'll work. This right here isn't going to be like this, and it doesn't matter because they don't come here, unfortunately. I might be able to get them once this is built, but I don't think so. It's too far away from the tourist area, and all the people who work in this area actually have jobs that they don't really get time off. So we'll see. But when we begin to do this part here, what I actually want to do in this sleeper car is have bunk beds in here. And so these, which are sitting in front of those openings there, let me get some brown. I have brown on me. I know it was a part of the design, but we're going to have this concrete be solid. Right here. Let's make this solid. And let's make this one solid. They're just going to stick out right there. And there we are. Okay. I don't want to do too much else except to show how we're going to do the bunk beds. We can make four different places here and have bunk beds here and have wall in front of them on both sides and do that here. And what time is it? How much time? We have a fair amount of time left. This would be fun. Let's do that. And then this kind of glass we'll put in this one. And we'll have this be like railroad cars. Do I still have a whole bunch of... Look at all this stuff I have on me. How strange. Okay. Railroad cars, so glass. In these areas here, we're going to use chipped. We're going to use the clear leaded, and we're going to make it like this, that right along this part right here, like this. I'd like to have it go all the way across, so let's do that. And on this side also, they can actually see outside and see things in the sky. And so we'll put that there. Do I want to bring it down on this part? I think I'm going to. I think that's what we're going to do. So this entire area here is going to be a full glass piece. Right here. This is where they eat, and this is where they so that it looks like that. I like that. I like the idea of this. And so we'll do this one over also. And this here. And there we are. Okay, so, and then what we'd have is tables and things here. Let's get rid of these. So these parts of the car are going to just have to be this, because I can't have that be open. Let's put that there, hopefully. And this. Okay. And then we'll see what we want to do. Is that also there? No. Okay. All right. Yes, I know. I know he wants it not to look like a box, and we're going to make it not a box in just a moment. But I want to have the area where they eat, the area where they sleep, and the engine. So in here is going to be the cockpit, and we'll put mechanics separating this area from that area, and we'll have to have some kind of chair here, some chairs that look like let me see, we should have two. And what could we use that would look like actual chairs? I don't think I have anything. I see these legless chairs, but I don't know that they're necessarily going to do what I want. No. See, they're down on the ground. So yeah, no. Let me think about it for a second. What tempo, Captain? I think the closest thing we're going to have is the darkest of these. These are mangroves. Let's find dark oak. These are dark oak and these are gray. And that we'll use these, and let's see what happens with this. Hold on a second. I just heard something. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. We're expecting a delivery. I don't want to wake him up unless I'm absolutely sure. Let me see if I have any indication at all that they are... It's out for delivery, but that's it. It's not saying that it's been delivered yet. Okay. So we've got those chairs there, and that works. So this is the main chair. Uh-oh, what just happened? And Sanchez, I'm hearing... Yeah, you heard it too, right? That's what it sounds like. I think that's it. I don't hear anything either. It might be too early. I don't have a notification yet of delivery. So, yeah, let's wait and see for a second. Can we put it behind these chairs that would look like the equipment wall for a submarine? We could look at Underwater Bases submarine and see what they have. I think I might want to do that. Let's come through. And let's come to here. We don't need these right now. That. We can get that. Let's bring the gray back, because I think I took it all away. I sure did. So we'll put that there. And we'll get to the others in just a moment. This is where they purchase their tickets. And we have this so they can come back here and around, and we'll have computer consoles here to look like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Why don't we do it? Computer. And we're going to use Mr. Crayfish's. And we can put one there, one in the center here, and one here. I like that very, very much. We don't even have to have more than that. And it looks like that. And so this is the places where they come and get their tickets. We can do some other stuff with it when I feel like it. But I've gotten distracted for a moment. Wow, we still have a whole hour. Isn't that wonderful? So yeah, we were talking about going and looking at this. What is this? See this in the middle? That's a full block clear glass. That's what we need. Let's do this. I just did that and made it go away. I'm gonna have to figure something out to keep this from leaking, dripping right there. But right here, absolutely want that to look like that. Now, I actually like the idea that they need to be able to see this whole area, and but we'll make it look like there are screens and computers in other sections that they're using, and right here in the floor. Delivered. And it was delivered? It was it. We did hear it. Sure enough. Okay. Let's see. He's showing, I don't show it on my phone yet, but he looked it up and they're saying, UPS is saying they delivered it. So, and so, let me go, I just want to go over to the other submarine for a minute and see how he's making the screens look, how he's making it look like they're actually using it. And so we'll go there. We have a flower shop, a clothing store right here, and a flower shop over on this side, and she is not working on anything. So while she's waiting for me to decide what I'm going to do with the rest of the submarine, why don't we have her continue working on Michaela's clothing store. So we're going to do build options. The builder is going to be River. Upgrade the building. So this is only a level 3 so far, and we definitely need it to be a full level 5. And let's come to here. This is the only, I think that's the only non-level 5 building in the area right now. I know that we have those couriers that we have to do. And hold on for a second. Whoa. Okay.
That's very heavy.
Oh man. All right. Is it too heavy for that location?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So yeah, so we're Vincentius Primus, everyone, by the way. Hi, Vincentius. And now
Near death experience.
you're going back to sleep. All right. Okay. That's yours too. All right. Thank you. Thank you for getting that. We're going to the door.
Wet.
Huh?
Instead of wet, they didn't put plastic or anything.
Oh, it's raining. Yeah. Okay, good. And it wasn't plastic. The box doesn't have any plastic on it, so it was actually getting wet. So it's actually good. that we
Right
both
away.
heard it and brought it in right away. Zora, what's wrong? Zora, you're not eating. What do you have in your hand? What is that you want? That looks like ramen. Are you saying she doesn't have any ramen? Hold on for a second. Does she not have any ramen? She has ramen.
Oh, I'm so full. I can
You
barely
are,
move.
huh? Okay. So she doesn't need this kimchi. And I know, I was just here. But since I'm here for a minute, we'll just put that away. And I'll put these where they belong because I didn't put them away. These right here. These go back in here. And that takes care of that for right now. So yeah. So I have those things that I need to do. So look at all this stuff, all these different areas. So I know it might be annoying to you guys sometimes. I hope not. But yeah, I have a tendency to actually, let me go outside for a minute. I have a tendency to just do things when I feel like it, and then I move on and I come back and do stuff. And a lot of times when I'm doing that, the reason I'm doing it is because I don't have an answer for something. See this right here? I don't have an answer for that. I don't think that putting glass on top is going to make it not leak, but let's try for a minute these panels right here and make it look like this is some kind of piece that goes over top there, and see if that stops it from leaking. That might have actually stopped it from leaking. I don't know. I can't tell from the inside. From the outside. Let me go back in. And let's look. Everything's leaking. Yes, I know. Let me see if this is still leaking. Yes, it is. See that right there? That's it, still leaking. So the only way we can stop that from leaking is to change the way it looks. Oh, I see. That's that part out there, and it doesn't matter with that part. Hold on a second. I don't have it over the part that actually is leaking and does matter. Let me see what happens if I do something there. Let's come out. I'm gonna cough. This is what's leaking. This stair right here, which is being used to make this look rounded, which is really cool. So we'll have to do it from the inside. We will. I don't want to change that. And the rest is okay. The rest is okay in here, and this doesn't matter really anyway. This part right here, we can take this away because that's sitting on top of this block and it doesn't matter. So the part that's leaking needs concrete panels, and that'll fix that section. What did you miss? Not so much, I don't think. We've been doing some decorating. Right now, I'm trying to stop the this from leaking, And I think that's stair on top of here and stair here, and it's still leaking. So I've got two sets of blocks here, and it's still leaking right here. Let me look at this. That's a glass stair facing the other way. Right there. I want to see what I can do about that part. See, because I like this look. And the only thing I can do is full glass block there. Everything else is going to leak. That's the whole problem. So if we do full glass block, or if we don't do any glass block there, because there's glass block there, glass block here, we can then put machinery or something in that lower area and up here. That might be interesting, to put machinery right here and around this whole part here. Don't you think? How am I? I'm good. Obrigado. Thank you for asking. E você, how are you? And let's come here and let's look at, let's do a whole bunch of things. Let's go to red. Let's take this way. Let's put this here. And let's go back to red here, redstone. Let's get these and these. Let's get I want something that really really looks mechanical in the Minecraft sort of way. We can have redstone lamp pieces, and I don't know. I don't know. Observers maybe. Let's see what this looks like. Because remember, we can't, there's some things we can't do. So it's going to look like this. Look at that. I got it to go that way that time. But I'm not getting it to go that way this time. So let's start to here. Okay. That went in that way. And that's that way. I'm okay with that. Let's come here. Let's see what happens if we put this here. I don't know that that looks like something in two places. Let's see if we put this in instead. Right here, and right here on those sides. We can actually maybe even bring this down on both sides there, like it's some sort of equipment. What do you think, Mr. Villager? How does that look as equipment for running this plane, this submarine? Let's take this out and let's put in things that we can put stuff on. I don't know that that note block is going to look like anything. Let me see. Kind of like it. Let's put those there for a second and see if we can put these on top. Yeah, like that. on this part here. And then just to make that look like it's speakers or something there. Nope. Nope. What do you suggest? Yeah, I'm doing okay considering, and when I say that, I'm doing okay considering that my country, 'tis of thee, has decided to go the way of fascism, and so I'm doing the best that I can with that. There is time that I'm working towards that. Almost finished your book, The Power of the Positive Thought by Norman Vincent Peale. Ooh. Are you just reading that on your own, or is that something? That's not for school, right? You're just reading that yourself? Let me look here. I'm still looking for something that looks like equipment. Let's go to Redstone and see if I can find some stuff that looks like it belongs. I maybe could do this furnace stuff sideways, but I don't know that you can put a furnace sideways. Yeah, see, I don't think that you can. It doesn't matter what. And so that's not going to work. Here is some of the ideas. Put some grindstones on the wall at the upper layer of the cabin. Grindstones on the wall. Let me look at grindstones. Hold on for a second. Let's get grindstones. G-R-I-N-T. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nicely done, Mr. Villager. Excellent. I love that. That's perfect. That does exactly what we need it to do to look like that this is something that they use. How many should we have? Should we have that whole thing there like that, or should we just have the two on the end? Maybe the two on the end. Let's look at some other things and see if I can find something curious, something that looks like, nope, I'm not finding anything else. That was beautiful. Thank you. We can do daylight connectors right here to make this look like something. Wait, why is that not connecting to there? That's concrete. But the connector, it's not. Oh, because I can't put them upside down. That's the problem. I can't put them upside down. Let me look for it for just a second. It went away. Let me put them on the, let's see if I can put them on the wall and see if I can do that. Put two at the same side, maybe at the left to give it some weight. Put two on the same side. Let's put two here. Maybe on the left to give it some weight. Okay. Or put them here like this. Let's see if we put them together like that. So hi, I like this. Okay, I like that. That looks like equipment. So that works perfectly. Let's come over here underneath. Let's put Now, I can't do anything with those daylight things. That's a shame. Okay, and then lightning rods on the walls for pipes, maybe steam or something like that. Let's look at rods. Let's see what kind of rods we have. Let's make these go away here for a second. And look, we have these and we have these. And let's see what we can do with both. We could do light, and I would want it to go this way, across. So let's come from here. And let's have this go across like this and attach there. That looks like something is happening there, although they're not attached. Shoot. And I can't put it in the middle. Why don't I put it behind and attach it here? Right in that area right there. I don't like it. I don't like that. Let's look at lightning rods for a second and see if we can put something right here. How do we get that to do that? I think from underneath, don't we? We have to do it from underneath, right here like this. There we go. So there's that on that side. Let me put this back. Luckily we're in the tube. Oops. So let's put this on. Let's do two of them over here. Let's come down and let's put these on first. And then put this here on this one. And then let's come back up here. And let's see if I can do it differently on this top part, because I definitely like it looking like that. So put one like that and put the other one like this. Nope, like this. There we go. So we have those two, and then attach this one and this one this way so that they're different pieces right there. So now these are showing too much. Aren't these ring rods for pipes, maybe steam or something like that? Yeah, I like that. Then I have these. I'd almost rather cover them, but now I can't because I have those pipe things there. So I need to put something. I can't put anything there, so I'm not going to use these. I need to use something different for those to sit on. Let me see what I have. Let me look at copper stuff for a second and see if there's some copper pieces that might look like something here. We have chipped. I don't see anything, do you? I really do not see anything except the pipes, which are really nice. We can try some of those. And I guess we can use the weathered copper. We could make panels using the weathered copper I think we can make panels with this. We'll see if we can. Let's do these. And let's see if I can put, let me see what that looks like. Okay, that just went there and is nothing. That is a box. We might be able to do something with it someplace else, but right now, all I've got is a box. And I don't like the colors of that, so right now. I don't want those yet. I don't want those pieces yet. Unless it was across here like this. Let me see. And I don't like that. So I don't want that. Right here, the way we have this sitting here like this. Let's put in these. Let's see if I can put these in sideways. Nope, it's not letting me get that arrow piece again like I was getting. So I don't want it. Let's put this in and put this there. And I do like that. Put this on these sides right here, and that will take care of this part. Oops, boinky. And that might not leak now. We'll see. But if it does, we'll just put something on top. And we've got that. That's looking better. Let's do this right in this part right here. And then let's do some things like right in this corner. Actually, I'd want something sitting up right here in front of them with some of these on, but I do want some switches on the sides. That works. And on here. And we're just trying to make it look like it's something. And then, because they're sitting here like this, let's do the panel. So let's come to here. I still have this. That I don't need. This is in the room. These, one of these is in the room. Are they both the same? Panel. I don't want them both the same. So I'll have that part there. And then let's get the thing that I still haven't gotten. We have levers, we have that. Let's move these out of the way. Let's get, we could try hooks. Let's come to here and let's get this. And let's put this on the floor. Let's get panel made out of this right here. And let's get this. And let's get some pieces like this. And let's see what we can do with some of this. So right here, let's put this in for them, and we'll put some dials and stuff in now that we know their names. Right here, let's put in these. Right here, is this a hook? Nope, make that go away. And I need one more something to sit right there, but I don't know what right at the moment. Let's look at redstone and see if there now maybe this is where we need to have these daylight things sitting. I can put one there. I can't put it underneath and still be able to put something here. So still don't have anything that I can do with that just yet. I might be able to use those on the outside. Ooh, that might be interesting. Here's something. I'm not using that. Let's put in this piece right here. Let's put down under here something, and that's the thing that I want to look at. Or on top. I like that. Let's see what happens if we put in this. Nope, the other way. This here. Along here. Like this. What do you think, Mr. Villager? Is that looking like an actual place where they actually drive something? We could put another set of things right there, right in front of that, and the person sits here, another person sits here, and that's what we've got. I wish there was something that looked electronic. Then we've got, oh yeah, let's look at generators for a second. So we could put in white ones or black ones. These are in the room. This is in the room. These are in the room. Let's look and see if I want right here. Let me see what this looks like. If we took those out and put control things right under here like this. Whoops. Let's have that be there like that. I'll have to see what that looks like on the outside. In the wall here behind, let me see what this is. This is stair. That's looking okay so far. And then behind them, right here where this is, let's put cross here. Like this is where the captain comes in. So this is the captain area right here. Comes down and sits in here. We can actually have some kind of screen or some kind of equipment, and that's what I'd like to have, or some kind of paneling or something that looks like something there. Let's take this panel and let's do, nope, yep. Right along that part for a minute. And so there's their view out, and it looks like that. That's the best we can do for right now. We should have more screens in here. Things that look like screens. And we could have them on the back here. Screen, S-C-R-E-E. And let me see if there is any such thing. TV. No televisions. We don't have TLE. Ooh. Ooh, there's a remote. Ooh, let's look at these for a second. We can't use that. Does the remote look like anything? I can't set it down. I would need something to set there. And I just got rid of the pressure plate. Yeah, I can't set it down. The TV piece would be here like this. Okay, that actually looks good. That TV part there. But it doesn't belong there. It belongs here. There we go. That's where it belongs. There like that. That works. Excellent. And so now I just need one more thing right here. I need something that looks like a board. I need something that looks like a board, but looks electronic. Let's look in redstone again. There's the pressure plate. We can come back to that. I don't think I'm going to find anything. We could try the rails and see what that looks like. Just for a moment. Let me see what a rail looks like there. It might not look like anything. Or it might look like a rail. Yeah, nah, I don't like it. Mr. Villager, that was perfect. Thank you so much. That was actually wonderful. And yeah, this is nice. And let me see what else. If I wanted above this, we could put black ones of those generator pieces. Generator, this piece right here, we're not using those. Let's see what happens if we put black underneath these. So we can put this here and this. It's not really showing anything, but we'll see what it looks like on the outside. And then take these right here and put this part like that. And that actually gives us a pretty decent look there. And so there it is. This is what we're doing. And that makes me want to bring this all the way down on both sides right there. That part. See that there? That's a decoration piece, and we have to keep that so that people will be able to sit in the area. And there we go. I like it. Thank you. Yeah, that works really. Do you have Create? No, I do not. I do not. And I know that Create exists. I know that it works, that there are a couple people who are using it with Minecolonies, and it is possible to do, but I'm not really using it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I can put coal into one of these so that when I do this, it doesn't say missing power, they actually come on. We could do at least one of the generators working, and that would be good. And if we do these top ones, they won't smoke up. these generators smoke up, but if we do the top ones, it'll smoke out. Let me see what it looks like on the outside. It would be wild to make this thing move, wouldn't it? That it would, and that is something that I had hoped that Vincentius would find interesting, but not yet. He hasn't found that yet. And there we go. Dun, 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 dun. So this is what it looks like now. We can cover these pieces with things, and we'll do that. Let's change this and have it go that way. This one here also. I think I want to cover with panels here, and the question is, do we want concrete? Do we want them painted white or black or something like that? But yeah, it would, I agree with you, it would be pretty amazing to make it look like it moves. These we can make go away. Let's put this up here. Aha, there's some panels. Let's go to here. Let's get black concrete panels and gray, just in case. And let's do on the front, let's see if we can, yes we can, yay team. So we're going to put this over these pieces. This is going to be a problem right here, so we're going to have an actual stair piece sit there. We could do a dark stair piece there if we wanted. But, or I can just have the panel be here like this, across that part, and whoops, bonk, and across, bonk, this part right here, and have this actually show on the outside, that part there. Down here, let's cover these, 1, 2, 3, and underneath they're covered. So then it looks like, so this is what the front of the submarine looks like now. So we can see that they're looking out this window, and this is it. And we'll say that these are the beams, the lights at the front of it. And break the middle panel of copper, and it gives a good effect of depth to the side. The middle, okay. The middle panel of copper. Depth to the side. Hold on a second. Let me see. Which break this middle panel of copper. One, two there, 1, 2. At the sides on top. I just put it there. Break this middle piece like right here. On both sides. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would be nice if I could make it not look so boxy, huh? I know what I can do. Let's put this back for a second. Right here. And right here. I don't like those. There is one thing that I can do, is make these two pieces right here actually be stair pieces right in here to keep it from being so boxy. I can do stair pieces right there on the floor, and on top see this right here? This is the problem right here. That's water going in. Unless I do that like that. I don't know. Uh-oh, I just lost something there. Let me see what this looks like if we do it like that. And that gives it that look. And then on the sides here, I know, I'll have to get those in just a minute. There's water on the inside. Let's come here for a second. What'd I do with the copper? Did I make it go away? I did. COPPR. Let's get this right here. Let's come to here. COPPR. Let's get this color right here. This looks good. And let's do this right here, and let's go to here and do that and do this. Okay, take that away. And so this part underneath here, we're going to make this stair right in this part right here. So take this away. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to lose the things on the inside, but we'll put them back in just a minute. So then come here. Nope. Here. Here. And here. Switch that there. And so that part is on that side. And then take these out on this side here. So we can do it again. Do this. This, this, and this. Take this here and put it like that. The ones I just destroyed, replace them and break the ones at their side. And break the ones right here. Ah, okay, I see what you're saying. I see. Break these right here. Let me put this here. Let's shift this so I can put this here. And shift this and put this here. Let's come over to this side and do the same thing. So let's take these parts away and come here, here, and take that away and put that in. And now let me see. Ooh, okay, and then it looks like that. And that's probably what you were trying to do, get it to look like that. There's something missing. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that works really nicely. Let's take those two away. And we have this. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And the game broke. All right, let's go in and fix the stuff on the inside. And let's come here. Mr. Villager, thank you. I love working with people, especially people like Mr. Villager, who just make it really fun. You sought for copper and found netherite. Let's come here. We need some places to go back. So let us get this. Let's get this here. We have this in the room, but it disappeared. Ah, one of the things that went away was the television. No, we didn't have a television there, but now I think I want to have that we have some these here, and on this side they're all the same. So let me take this one and do that. So this is how they're running this submarine. And it works amazingly, and thank you so much. That was just wonderful that you said that. Now look here. Let's just go for the coal. We'll get these things out later, but I'm just going to go for coal block here, and we just need one of these to be on. And we need a wrench. Those I need. This I don't need. These are in the room. These are in the room. These are on the car. So let's come here and let's get wrench WR and CH. And so we can do coal in this one. I turn that one on and that one's working. Oh no, we're not doing those. Remember what I said? That makes them actually steam, and I don't want them steaming into the room. This one right here, if I can get to it. Can I not get to it from the bottom? It's saying I can't, so let's remove that for a minute. Oops. And then let's try now. There we go. Turn this one on, fuel empty, and put that there. So now there is fuel. Let's put this fuel here. We're gonna have to take a lot of coal out, and then we can put that back on here like this. But before we do, I think I need the wrench. No, I don't. Yay. Okay, so this one is the one that's on. So we can attach these and see the screens are coming on. Let's see if I can turn this screen off. If I can't turn the screen off, I'm going to make them dark. Yep, I am. So even though I turned them on, I don't actually want them on because they're running. So, but we do have stuff in there so we can. But that's what always happens with us, Mr. Villager, that we have ideas together, and that it's really fun when we do have the ideas together. And I love it. I've always loved that. I don't know whether I want to have a black one in between these, but I'm not sure. Generators. Let's look how many for a minute. Let's see if I have one here. That's cool. That's that. Netherite. Let's see if there's something netherite that we might want to add to the middle part there. I don't think there is. That's a safe. I don't think that Chroma Hills has anything for that safe. Let me see what it looks like. I don't know. I don't know that I like it better than the generator. Which do you like better, Mr. Villager? The white ones underneath or black ones? Let's do black for a minute. And see if I like those better under. I think I do like the black ones better underneath. So we'll put those in. We have some up above, and that gives us power if we need. And then this is easy. We're just going to cover this. And I think I'm actually, that is black. I don't want to use black, but I think I'm going to cover it with gray in this part right here. Like they're getting into a ship, a submarine, and can't do anything with that. That is the hut block right there. So it's going to look like that. I can change this block and make it gray. Right here, it's still going to leak. We'll have to do something on the outside for that one. What else is leaking here? These are leaking, so we have to do something with the outside of this also. See, that's leaking there. So let's go out for a second, and the time just goes away whenever I do this kind of stuff. The black does the job. I agree with you, definitely does. Whoosh, whoosh. So let me come here and look. So I have a place that's leaking right here. Right here. This line is leaking right here. Let me see if I want to put this on this part and this part right here. Let's put that there, like those have to do with something on top, and that is okay, like that's some kind of sonar or something. I like that being there. And that's our ship. That's our ship right there. I love it. I love it. I definitely love it. All right. Bum, 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 bum. What do I want? Hold on. You know, there is comments on YouTube. If you have a comment, you can comment. If you have an idea, you can leave it. If you don't have a channel and you can't make it one here, hold on. And I will see it later. And yeah, and if it's cool and everything, maybe we can do something about it. Now, this is this clear glass is a mod, and this stair glass is a mod. So those two mods, I can't get that clear glass to be stair glass, unfortunately. At least I don't think so. Let's look at chipped for a second. No, let's look at glass. I think it only has blocks. I don't think it has shapes. Yeah, see? They're just panes and blocks. So it's interesting, chipped staying very close to the vanilla by just having pane and block for glass. Domum is giving us the stair pieces. there used to be someone else who did that, but they didn't come over to Neo yet. So, and I'll say yet because some people who it didn't seem were going to come over to Neo have come over. And so that is really good. Okay. We've been working on this a while. I'm going to look at something for a moment. Let's see how much stuff I have on me. Can I put two of those together? I cannot. Do I need any of this as a reminder? No. These are the materials that are needed to make the things that I made. And I'm going to take a ton of them out of the warehouse because I've used a ton of them. How is the television? What's the television made like? Let's look and see. For a television. Yeah, so iron, copper, amethyst. So we need an amethyst shard as well as glass for the TV. I'm going to hold on to it since it has that special piece. And I don't need these now or these. But I want to hold on to the materials that we're using. So let's put these away. Let's come down here. I still have the TV and stuff. Let's come here and let's put these back. And there we go. So when we go to the warehouse, we'll actually do something about that. Now, how do I get anyone to be here? What would I have to put here in order to get someone to be here? I would like someone to be here for this to be their job. But what would their job be? And I have to figure out something that will make the people come here. Now, we already have the restaurant in this part right over here. And see, she's sitting here. It's morning.
Fine morning.
Yes, it is. You're not getting any. Sometimes they wait a long time. Hold on. Let me make sure she has room. She does. And she has enough different things. But you notice what she doesn't have? She doesn't have any breakfast food. Did I not give her? There's muffins. I didn't give her quiche. I mean, there is tamago, is an Asian type of quiche. So I could maybe let her serve that. But we'll see if anyone's going to complain. They're right now all getting breakfast. And we'll see what happens. But what can I put in here? I would almost need to put another restaurant. But would they come to it? Because they come to Michael's restaurant sometimes. If I have too many, it's not going to make them come to the restaurant. I don't have anything that I feel like I can actually put in here that's going to make a difference. All of these are coming out. Remember, we were counting these racks because they're we put the city put these racks in. I did not put these racks in. So these are their racks that I need to give back to them for them to use someplace else. And so we had a count. And we know that each of those sets of racks is, I think, 12. Let me look and see. On the paper, yep, it's 12 racks. So we can add another 4 sets of those in those areas, and that'll be good. Okay. And now that we've removed those, now this is a player house, and this is why it has all these different things here. but they're in front of the windows where the people can come and look at the submarine, the cruiser submarine, and see how beautiful it is on the inside and decide that they want to go on it. And so I don't want to have anything in front of the windows. We'll actually do something with that. I don't want these unless they actually are in pots. So we do have pots that we can put these in. It's a mod, and I like these. Oop, I got the wrong one actually. Wow. POT. Let's come back down. This is the one that I wanted. And we can put those in these places right here. And I actually like that. Better. We can put them here too. We can't put anything here. We can put a dome on this, and we will. And then we can also put a dome, I think, on the top, but I'm not sure. Let me see if we can put a dome on top of this building here. Yeah, we can put a dome here, just on this part, and a dome on that part, and that'll be perfect. So when River and Lionel are done with essential things, we will do domes for this. I don't think there's domes on top of this hotel, but we can look. Let's come through here. Let's go all the way through, going through the shared bathroom area here, into the other rooms right here, across to this side, and we're looking for some indication of a dome, and there isn't one. So we're not actually going to have domes here, although look at this. We could actually have a dome here, but I think the glacier is here. I don't want things to disappear. So let me get a piece of glass and let me just put a piece of glass here. Sure enough, it's a full-on glacier right there. So we don't have to worry about doing anything with that. And we can make those things go away. Let's go down. Now, the builders are working. Zaria has fed everyone, and everyone's gone, and Zaria is not unhappy, which is good. And there goes a streetcar. Lionel is working, and he is asking
Can I get you something?
for, you can tell me what you're waiting on. Okay. So he's still waiting for andesite panels and concrete. Those things should be there, but I'm going to go right over to Spence right here and see what's the matter.
Great to see you.
What are you complaining about? You don't have any food in your hand? Okay, let's look here. Here, teach. And a blue brick extra slab. Wow. All right, can he make blue brick extra? Let's look and see. Teach recipe, blue brick extra.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Thank you. Blue brick extra right here. And what do I need? This is a stonemason. Who makes this? A dyer needs to make it. Okay. So we do have a dye shop right there, but that's a clothing store. We actually need an industrial dye shop. So we're going to go to the shopping center and go to the workshop for the dye shop. Let me look here. Do you have a seat? Do you have a seat today?
Right away.
No? Hold on. Stool. Let's look at Tadeo's coloring here. That's what this looks like. Let's get this one. And we'll put it right here. Let me make sure there isn't a seat. There is not. And look at that. And do you have books? Yes, you do. Okay. So that's that reception. We're on our way to the shopping center, which is to the right of where we are now. And we'll go through and we'll check with Dana and Micah. Now, Micah and Dana, that's the restaurant on that side, he has clothing, but we're going to have him do some other stuff besides clothing in this shop because of what we just saw right then. And let's teach recipe, teach this, and there we go. So we're going to have to show some displays when we work on this. An interesting flooring choice in the hotel. That's actually Mubian's choice for flooring in that hotel. It actually is. And we just expanded it into the player house area, which we're using as the cruise line offices, and doing it like that. Everyone's in bed. This is a sparrow. She's related to Zio. And let me see if she wants to be rescued or is she just visiting? She's just visiting. Focus is 11. And she's not a druid. So this is Iris. Barefoot. Do we have any barefoots? We might. 26, 25. This is an actual... let me look and see if I have some barefoots. If I do, I might rescue her. So just a moment. Yeah, I know. We're supposed to be getting kids. But let's just look for a second. Find barefoot. Not found. Okay. So we won't rescue unless she comes up in my face, which she hasn't really done. So she might just be visiting. Sometimes they actually do. They come up and push pow. Oh, Nicholas. Okay. Let's get out. Oh, that's it. What? How did that happen? That's probably what's wrong with Nicholas. Nicholas is going, the alarm is ringing. It's 3 hours. Would you believe that was 3 hours? Oh my goodness. I'm amazed. So if I was going to continue to play, I would get out of the game and get back in to fix what's going on with him. But I'm actually going to leave. Mr. Villager, I'm so glad you could be here for that little bit of time that you were here. I think you might still be here. And obrigado, Mr. Villager. It was nice. I love it when you have ideas. It is so fun. And for those of you who are watching, if you have ideas, you want to put them in the comments, that's fine. Because I like ideas. I know some people call it backseat, and I don't have enough people yet. Maybe at some point I'll say, Too many people are watching. I'm getting too many ideas, but I don't think that's my problem right now. So, yeah. So, enjoy your games, everyone, and enjoy watching all the other gamers. Just remember that I'm playing Minecolonies in Peaceful. That Minecolonies is exactly like Minecraft. It is a survival game, and most people play survival of these, and you can too. So if you're interested in Minecolonies, you can just go to minecolonies.com, and they have Discord and Patreon if you want to support them, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. Drone Hands is the music we've been listening to. Drone Hands is a musician, and he is on Discord, on bandcamp.com, on YouTube, and on Twitch. And now we're going to listen to Excitable Me, which is Vincentia's project, excitablememe.com, or Bandcamp, or Twitch. Not yet. Just Bandcamp for now. Okay, here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Mr. Villager, thanks for being in chat. And hugs to you, too. Hugs to you. And when he wakes up, I will tell him you said that. So here we go. Bye for now, everyone. We'll see you Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, not Sunday. Bye. Bye.